steps into the Octagon for the most highly anticipated matchup. And this is what Chandler wants to do. He wants to get you in an explosion competition.
Get ready for the ultimate showdown between two of the biggest personalities in MMA. We're talking about none other than Michael. I'm the world's biggest lightweight when it comes to being entertaining, Chandler, and the notorious Conor McGregor. These two legends are set to coach on The Ultimate Fighter. And you know what that means. It's going to be one heck of a season. We'll get to see them battle it out both in the Octagon and on the sidelines, coaching up a team of young fighters who are eager to prove themselves. And of course, we can't forget the cherry on top, the final welterweight bout between the coaches. Who will come out on top? Will it be Chandler with his knockout power and wrestling skills, or McGregor with his unorthodox movement and deadly left hand? But let's be real. The real prize here is the chance to see these two personalities clash in and out of the cage. So grab your popcorn and get ready to be entertained, because this is going to be a season of The Ultimate Fighter that you won't want to miss. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay up to date on all things UFC. Let's talk about the ultimate face-off that has the MMA world buzzing. It all started with Michael Chandler's victory over Tony Ferguson at UFC 274, where he boldly called out Conor McGregor for a matchup. And it seems that Chandler's wish has come true, as the two will be coaching against each other on the upcoming season of The Ultimate Fighter. The anticipation is already through the roof as we eagerly await the season, set to air on ESPN and ESPN Plus from May 30 to August 15. The two coaches will be leading a team of young fighters as they compete for the top spot. And of course, we're all waiting for that final moment when the coaches will presumably engage in a welterweight bout to determine who comes out on top. But the big question is, how do these two fighters compare? Chandler, with his impressive knockout power and wrestling skills, is certainly a force to be reckoned with. And McGregor has shown in the past that he is a tough opponent because of the way he moves and the power of his left hand. It's also important to consider the prize for the victor of this fight. Will it be a shot at the lightweight championship or something else? Only time will tell, but we can certainly expect an epic battle between these two legendary fighters. It looks like Conor McGregor is ready to make his comeback, but the question on everyone's mind is, why now? Why does he want to fight again so soon? It's actually pretty simple. Time is of the essence for the UFC, and McGregor knows it. By agreeing to film The Ultimate Fighter during his 6-month ineligibility period, he's able to stay in the public eye and help the UFC boost ratings, all without even having to step foot in the Octagon. Pretty clever, right? But it's not just about the UFC bottom line. Both McGregor and his opponent, Michael Chandler, have been eager for this showdown for a while now, and it's not hard to see why. Chandler is a skilled wrestler, but he's also willing to stand and trade blows, which is exactly what McGregor wants. And let's not forget, Chandler has only been defeated by the best in the lightweight division, so a win against him would certainly put McGregor back in the conversation for another title shot. It's actually pretty simple. Time is of the essence for the UFC, and McGregor knows it. By agreeing to film The Ultimate Fighter during his 6-month ineligibility period, he's able to stay in the public eye and help the UFC boost ratings, all without even having to step foot in the Octagon. Pretty clever, right? But it's not just about the UFC bottom line. Both McGregor and his opponent, Michael Chandler, have been eager for this showdown for a while now, and it's not hard to see why. Chandler is a skilled wrestler, but he's also willing to stand and trade blows, which is exactly what McGregor wants. And let's not forget, Chandler has only been defeated by the best in the lightweight division, so a win against him would certainly put McGregor back in the conversation for another title shot. So, while some may question McGregor's motivations for returning to the Octagon, it's clear that all parties involved are excited for this matchup. And with The Ultimate Fighter giving us a behind-the-scenes look at their coaching styles and strategies, we're in for one heck of a ride. Get ready, fight fans. This is going to be a showdown for the ages. Let's talk about how Michael Chandler stacks up against Conor McGregor in a potential matchup. It's no secret that Chandler is an excellent wrestler, but what's really impressive is how he's performed in his UFC fights. He's faced some of the best lightweights in the world, and in almost every single one of those fights, he's left a lasting impression. Just look at his knockout of the year against Tony Ferguson, or his fight of the year candidates against Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier. Chandler is a man who always delivers in the Octagon, but how will he fare against Conor McGregor's striking skills? McGregor is known for his quick, precise strikes that have helped him knock out some of the biggest names in the sport. Chandler has a tough chin and has shown that he can take a beating, but he's never faced someone with the kind of power that McGregor possesses. McGregor's goal will likely be to finish the fight quickly with his striking, but Chandler will do everything in his power to avoid getting caught. One area where Chandler could potentially gain an advantage is with his wrestling. thrilling. If he can get inside McGregor's head and take him down, he might be able to take some risks with his striking. Under the guidance of his coach, Henry Hooft, Chandler has made significant improvements to his kicking game. This can be an interesting aspect to watch, especially given McGregor's recent leg injury. It's clear that both fighters have their strengths and weaknesses, and it will be fascinating to see how they match up against each other. Regardless of the outcome, one thing is for sure: this is going to be a fight that fans won't forget anytime soon. Well, we have quite the matchup on our hands. Michael Chandler versus Conor McGregor, two warriors at the top of their game. It's amazing to think that just a few years ago, this fight seemed like a far-fetched idea, but here we are, and the stakes are high. For Chandler, a victory over McGregor would be a career-defining moment. He's already established himself as a top fighter in the UFC, but defeating one of the sport's biggest icons would take him to another level. It could lead to a shot at the lightweight championship, and we all know how important that belt is in the MMA world. But win or lose, Chandler has already proven himself to be a true professional. His unwavering determination and business savvy have made him a valuable asset to the UFC, and he's done everything asked of him. As for McGregor, a win over Chandler would be a massive boost to his career. He's coming back from a serious injury, and a victory over a top-tier fighter like Chandler would show that he's still one of the best in the game. It could set up another title shot or a fight against another top contender, and we all know how McGregor loves to be in the spotlight. And let's not forget about the UFC bottom line. A strong McGregor means big bucks for the organization. The Ultimate Fighter has the potential to be a game changer for this battle in a lot of ways. It's a brilliant promotional move, really. With both teams vying for victory, the rivalry will be on full display for fans to enjoy. It'll be interesting to see how Chandler and McGregor interact with each other while filming the show in Las Vegas. Will they be cordial, or will tensions rise? But beyond the entertainment value, the show will also give the two fighters a chance to get to know each other on a personal level. They're complete strangers right now, after all. So it'll be fascinating to see how they interact and learn from each other. And let's not forget that both fighters will be training throughout the filming process, with their coaches likely keeping a close eye on each other. It'll be must-see TV, that's for sure. And who knows, maybe the drama and tension that arise during filming will have a real impact on the fight. Perhaps it'll affect the way the fighters approach the matchup, or even influence the outcome. It's all up in the air, but one thing's for sure: the Ultimate Fighter is going to add a whole new layer of excitement to an already highly anticipated battle. So, there you have it. Victory means everything to these two warriors. It's not just about the fight, it's about their legacies and their futures in the sport. It's going to be a battle for the ages, and we can't wait to see how it all unfolds. Both Conor McGregor and Michael Chandler are world-class fighters who have done very well in their fields. It's an absolute must-watch for all MMA fans. We hope you enjoyed our closer look at this epic fight, and be sure to tune in to see who comes out on top.